Hey guys, I just wanted to do my review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, Episode 19, Failed Experiments. The episode starts off with a flashback of Hive in his original form as a tribal hunter who, from maybe thousands and thousands of years ago, who was abducted by the Kree, who had his DNA altered before he underwent Terrigenesis and became who he was. A story he's telling to Daisy as well as three Hydra agents who he has Radcliffe undergo an experiment in which he says he has figured out a way to have them alter their DNA and also undergo Terrigenesis simultaneously, but the three Hydra agents ends up melting as a result. And he says that, and it turns out that they need, that instead of just using, I guess they're presumably using the DNA from Hive, but because he's in the host body, it's what caused the experiment to fail. They need the blood of a live Kree, and so it's the reason why he uses the Kree artifact that he got from James or Hellfire. It sends a signal that causes the Kree hunters, pretty much the exact same ones that were hunting him down and abducted him originally, to arrive on Earth. And it wasn't from the original Kree's homeworld; they were just in some hibernation stasis orbiting the solar system, and so he expects Daisy to help her take them out. And meanwhile, at Shield, May is chastising Lincoln for threatening to torture Alicia in order to find Daisy. Fitzsimmons are working on an antidote that could help reverse the effects of Hive on Daisy, but they said it would kill the host if they use it on Hive, but it could also kill an Inhuman. They're afraid to use, and Simmons is reluctant to use it on Daisy. They both bring it. Lincoln wants to volunteer to be the guinea pig, and Coulson listens to everybody's side consults with Fitzsimmons. Fitz is for it, Simmons is against it, and Coulson says it's not worth the risk and vetoes the idea. And Fitzsimmons agrees to not let their work disagreements affect their personal relationship. And during that discussion, they see Lincoln inject himself with the antidote, and it causes all the lightning from his body to expel from his body, fries the servers, which makes it harder to find Daisy, and causes him to nearly collapse and almost die. And he refuses the antidote from Simmons and just wants to see the antidote, its effects play out. Now, beforehand, Coulson has been using the global camera surveillance set up by Daisy in order to find her, and Matt questioned why Daisy would slip up so much, why Daisy would make it so easy to find, will let herself be so easy to find that way and slip up like that. And Mac thinks it's a theory that Daisy's a part of her is trying to fight Hive's influence and wants to be rescued. Coulson's doubtful, and he decides to organize a SWAT team to go into take out Hive and avoid injuring the other Inhumans if they have to. But that's when they find the Kree artifact, right when the Kree hunters arrive, and one of them kills Alicia, and the other follows Hive into a church, in which it engages in a battle with Hive, and is ultimately victorious. And May and the SWAT team try to take out Hive, but it ends up just regenerating, decide just to make a run for it. Mac has run off on his own to go find Daisy, and who is basically engaged in a battle with the other Kree, and is able to use her powers to basically break his spine and kill him, and has Radcliffe start draining his spinal fluid. And that's when Max shows up saying how how he's trying to rescue her, and Daisy retorts about how he doesn't need to be rescued, that Shield like are the ones that are manipulating them and turn them from a hacker and a mechanic into soldiers respectively, which goes back to an earlier debate that she was having with Hive about the ethics and purposes of Shield, whether they're to create wars or stop them. And then she makes a dig at Max, saying that he thought he could be a surrogate older brother to Daisy, but he couldn't even be a good one to his biological younger brother, which kind of becomes a sore spot with him. And realizing she can't be reasoned with, he uses a device to disintegrate the dead Kree's body to stop them from using the spinal fluid. And Mac refuses to fight Daisy, and this is where you think I thought for like a split second that he was like the main character was going to die before the end of the season, just because he's basically letting Daisy beat him to death and is about to crush his chest with her powers until May and the others arrive, and they leave and they carry him away in the evac unit, and they subdue Daisy long enough for them to escape. Mac realizes that he was right, that Coulson was right about Daisy being beyond reason, and it turns out that the antidote that was used on Lincoln didn't work, and Hive questions whether Daisy's going to be loyal to him or falter, and even though he got the Kree heart from the one he killed, it won't be enough to continue their experiment, and Daisy says that they can use the Kree blood in her system because it was used to bring her back from the dead in Season 1 when Quinn shot him. Which kind of leads me to a theory that maybe there's not enough of the Kree blood in her system to maybe, replicate the experiment. So it makes me wonder if she's going to assist Hive in trying to capture Coulson and get the Kree blood from him, since that was used in the Tahiti Project to bring him back from the dead. But overall, again, another solid episode. I like where this is going. I'm enjoying the hell out of this arc. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been killing it this year, for sure. So, do you guys feel the same way? How do you feel about the episode? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this episode, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.